I've moved to Thailand with 40 grand. The clock is ticking and I have to get my business started.
What is up, Tigration Nation? It's Nate. Sorry for the absence. I've been travelling to Hua Hin, sick, recovered and exploring Bangkok. So this vlog is a little bit late, sorry for that, but I am back on my feet and exploring and making some progress on the business. So I have two business updates to share with you today. Update number one is on something called C Recruit, Southeast Asia Recruitment. I'll put the details below, and basically what C Recruit does is it takes mid to senior level ICT professionals from English speaking backgrounds and places them here in Thailand. So there is a lot of demand for people in Western countries to bring their ICT skills here because Thailand is, it's a developing nation, and there is a lot of digital transformation happening right now, and they are looking for people with really strong experience developing, large platforms, digital services to large numbers of people. So anyone that's kind of mid to senior career, there's quite a few options to work for kind of, banks and hospitality, e-commerce especially. It's quite, this market is quite emerging, so quite a lot of opportunity. In terms of the kind of pay, you're not going to get your Western level pay, but the cost of living is a little bit cheaper over here. So plus the experience and just the general culture, I think, having worked in Western countries and having experienced some of the working culture over here, depending on the company, of course, I think you're going to find that things are a bit more chill here. And certainly once you clock off after work, there's a lot more to do. Just last night, went out to some bars and had some great food. Mingled and met with lots of people. So it's a really great atmosphere over here. I can definitely attest to that. Anyway, that's enough on C Recruit. Again, details below. And hey, if you're a mid to senior career level person, ICT, English speaking background, reach out. There's going to be more and more opportunity in this space. I'm kind of halfway through placing one person, maybe, fingers crossed. It's not a huge thriving business right now, and it's probably not going to be. I don't expect to be doing a large amount of work in this business. But potentially, it could be placing a person a month. So that's the kind of size. Not amazing, but it does kind of pay the bills and it does protect my capital. I've also been doing a little bit of freelance. So I'm actually a software developer by background. I've been a solutions architect and kind of done that kind of tech career track, worked for some of the big, household name companies. And having experienced that, it was great to experience, but I don't think I'm going back to that kind of work. I've also been very fortunate to meet some people here in Thailand who've done something very similar to myself. And in situations like this, I think it's very important to learn from people who've gone before you and done something similar. So I'm going to share a little snippet of an interview with Piyush, who's been in Thailand for a very long time, who's learned many lessons that I should learn from. So let's jump in and listen to that interview right now. Hopefully you can take some key learnings from it if you're looking to do something similar as well. If you wouldn't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here in Thailand.
Okay, sure. Hey guys, I'm Piyush. I've been here in Thailand going on 10 years now. I'm originally from Kuwait, Indian by blood. Before coming to Thailand, I lived in the States for a while. I work in the user experience field. So for people that are not very tech savvy, we just help businesses to understand their users and help make products that actually solve their needs and make the experience delightful, right? So I'm not as involved in the execution work anymore. That's stuff I used to do years ago. Now I'm the head of department for an agency here based in Bangkok. Worked for corporates, worked for startups, based in Thailand, remotely for other companies outside of Thailand. So yeah, quite a different set of experiences here.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And we're actually talking a little bit about this on the inside before we were enjoying a coffee, just before we kind of filmed this. This table was taken. And you were talking a bit about that you didn't actually plan to kind of come to Thailand. It's just fortune took you here, and 10 years later, Thailand is home? Question mark?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, life is very comfortable here. Thailand was not even on my list of countries that I was thinking about moving. I was just working in the U.S. and then an opportunity just popped up that made sense at the time, just because it was like a very unique opportunity that doesn't come along quite often. Starting a practice for an established company, particularly one that's a Fortune 100 company. So it was a very unique opportunity. Snapped it up and moved here. I hadn't even flown into Thailand at that point for those interviews. Just had Skype interviews, and I was here like 2 months later. It was a very interesting experience. Looking back, it was taking a big risk, I would say. But it was an adventure, and I think that adventure's paid off.
Yeah.
So I think it is home, I guess, a second home anyway, considering it's been like 10 plus years now. Well, not 10 plus, almost 10 years now. And I think probably unless I have kids and get married and have kids here, probably it would still be the same. I would like living here. I think having a family and considerations around family would definitely factor into whether it is home in the longer run.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And I suppose, people like yourself have kind of paved the way and inspired people like me who are like, yeah, let's go to Thailand and start a business. And, tech skills are generally pretty mobile. So I guess what advice for younger players or first timers to Thailand, from some maybe mistakes that you've made along the way, what would you advise people like me to look out for?
So I think what I would say first is, for many people, moving to a culture completely different from their own can be kind of a shock. Don't just take that first jump straight away. I luckily had a very good job opportunity lined up that was my safety net, if you might call it, right? Where I could meet colleagues and have a social circle and slowly blend into the culture and life here. But if you're coming here by yourself, you may not have that option, right? So don't try to take that risk. By all means, come here, explore it for a few months, get familiar with it, right? Find out if it's the right fit for you. Some people can blend in and they like it. Some people just find that it's not for them. And not many people are willing to publicly say that.
Yeah. So be kind of honest with yourself and...
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think there are a couple of different factors. Like if you watch YouTube, you watch social media, everyone talks about like how beautiful Thailand is, which it is, how easy it is to travel, which absolutely it is. Food is amazing, people are friendly, all of that is great. But that's good when you're a short-term resident. When you're a long-term resident, you start to think about other things, right? You start to think about having a regular group of friends. Thailand is very transient in nature. People are always coming and going. I've been here for 10 years, and generally, I don't try to make new friends anymore. I have my old set of friends, and it just takes too much energy to make new friends because they leave after a year. So you spend all that time building up rapport, getting familiar with them, and the next thing you know, they're leaving. And then you go through a few cycles of this, and you're just like, why bother, right? So you'd rather just be friends with people who live here long term and who are local here, because it's just not worth the effort anymore to continuously go through all that effort. I'm not saying don't meet people, but what the point is to say that it becomes hard to break into social circles because people are just they don't know how long you're going to stay, so they may not necessarily get that close to you. And so if you're coming here for a short period of time and social life is a big part of it, and I don't mean the party scene, right? I mean actually having friends you can just hang out and have dinner or coffee with, right? Like on a regular basis and get close to, right? That can be challenging. So that may make people feel like it's not really home, it's just a nice nomad spot.
Yeah, that's really good advice. And you know, you do definitely see a lot of the, I guess, the digital nomad perspective of
Right.
Thailand, but people really wanting to have a go of it and you know, kind of make it home. All right. Any parting wisdom?
No one can give you an answer for what you want in life,
Yeah.
right? So try it out.
Yeah.
It's take it as an experiment. Try it for a small period of time. See what you like. See what you don't. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if
Yeah.
it works, it's great because Thailand's an awesome place to be. And if it doesn't work for you, then that's okay. There's a lot of other places in the world that might be right for you.
Secondly, I want to talk about the main business, which is what I'm expecting to be the bigger business here. So initially I was looking to export wine, but that's hit a snag. Yeah, a little bit of a delay in that. But food products is actually, especially beef, is something that's quite promising. So there's something here in Thailand called a cloud kitchen. And what that is, it's effectively just a shop that sells on Grab, which is like Uber Eats, if you're not familiar with Grab. So meals can kind of range from your, under 100 baht right up to maybe 500 baht. And, Australian beef is considered, in quite high regard. And it's a lot more cost effective than some of the Japanese Wagyu, and that there is Thai beef, but I think Australian beef is generally considered to be like a, higher quality. There is a business plan. I am speaking with investors, so things are kind of moving along in that space. It's going quite slowly, but when you're dealing with, a number of vendors, a number of potential customers, you're looking at marketing, compliance, and all that kind of stuff. It's, you're not on your own schedule, which is a bit frustrating, but you have to just accept the process for what it is. That's moving along quite nicely, and hopefully in the next episode there'll be a more substantive update, potentially maybe a location, a business name, some logos, kind of in development at the moment, but I'd love to be able to share more in episode 4. I think it's about time that I moved on. There is actually a yoga studio behind me. Hopefully I'm not interfering with their flow. Yeah, I'm really digging this garden that I'm hanging out in at the moment. It's at a coffee shop that's nearby here, and they have this awesome garden out the back. And even though it's in Thong Lo, busy area of Bangkok, it's really chill here. Fantastic coffee, fantastic vibe. About a month and a half in to my move to Thailand, and I've got to say I'm really digging it. Fingers crossed for the business, and that I can make Bangkok my home. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like this content, like, subscribe, follow me on YouTube, follow me on all the socials, and catch me soon for episode 4. Bye now, Thai Nation.